Hello, welcome to my Virgo and Capricorn reading. Yeah, my video just got canceled, so I deleted it. But right now, this reading is for Virgo, Capricorn. This is gonna be um, January the 19th of 2024, and this is a Friday reading. And I'm Zoe Alex, just let you all know. And this is how I'm going to explain it perfectly clear. I know that this is not going to be a long reading, but you can check this out as well because there are possibilities that everything can change, and this is how it goes. It's the way of how everything changes by a reason, and that reason is to be focused. Focus on that abilities of knowing what to do, knowing how you could see it as your own, you know, understanding of how it goes. So you see how that is. So Virgo, you understand how this is, and Capricorn, you know how this is. So while you want to go back to the reading, just look at how this is because I'm going to explain more until the end. And so this is between how everything goes as a reason, and this reason can be very fantastic, and everything seems to be fine, but everything can change. And the way how this is, it's the way how everything kind of combines, you know. It's a way of looking at a card that represents loneliness. I know that I am never alone. That's for Virgo. And for Capricorn is abundance. I am limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in the physical reality. So you're looking at how you're doing, if you're doing secret favors to one and you ask for what you want from the lion, you do those things to know how it is. Now, the signs that I'm going to tell you is if you have Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, you have fire signs in your chart. If you have Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, you have earth signs in your chart. You can have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in your chart as water signs. And then if you have fire signs, you have Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius in your birth chart as fire signs. So you know how everything is. And you could have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in your birth chart as well, both of you. Um, if this is between a girl and a guy situation, knowing that how this is, right? So I'll tell you what happens. This is how everything is, okay? You had everything that is all peaceful, everything is crystal clear, and everything seems to be fine. But you know how everything can switch. You believe on how everything goes, you believe on how everything is perfect and interesting and how everything is an outcome and whatnot. But you must remember that when you decide to do whatever you want to do, this is how it is. It doesn't mean that everything will be all shameful and disgusting and whatever. But if there's a point, and the point is where you're getting upset or there's something wrong with you, or you're having anxiety, or you don't know what you're going to do, well, there are things that you must learn, and those things that you have to do it on your own, right? And there's the things that I'm going to say, and my word is that I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you what the cards are saying, because in other words, you have to follow the right notes, and that's how it is, right? It's a sequence, you know it's the way of how you can put something into perspective. And when everything is not good and it's very subtitle, or everything goes downhill, whatever, you have to look at things from a different outcome. You have to impose that situation. It's like, am I doing this right? Am I doing this wrong? Am I doing whatever? And things can go from a different way. It's the way of how you can believe that you can do it. It's the way of how, if you're in love with Virgo, fine. If you're in love with Capricorn, fine. But there is a way of how you can put yourself out there and think, I know what Zoe Alex is talking about. And you do. It's the way of how everything can be all, fine. But then everything can be all chaotic or messed up, or everything is not the way you hoped or unexpected. You know, it's like having a funny feeling where everything is all fine and everything is kaboom. You know, it's the way of how you can believe that, because whether you are feeling unpleased, or you're feeling disappointed, or you're upset, or you had a choice, and the choice is, well, as a matter of fact, if you know everything, then you are a know-it-all, which means that you know everything. Now, I'm not trying to be rude or mean to you, Virgo, and same goes for Capricorn. You know what you did. You just have to figure that out. There's a way of how you can process and acknowledge that and know how everything seems to be all fine, the way how that is. But you must remember that when things can change, they do. You know, it's the way of how everything is. It's I'm not trying to be rude or mean, no, but this is how the cards are saying. You have to look at it from a different perspective. Know that you can do that. Know that everything can be all graceful and smooth, and everything is fine. But you can't, like, I'm still remembering when you feeling a loneliness, and that meant for Virgo. And let's say you had a friend that was Capricorn, for goodness sakes, and he had money. Why would you be going after Capricorn? That person has money. Can't you realize that you can just get a job and do what you can, Virgo, rather than just sit on your butt and do nothing? Now, lately that was rude for me to say that, but in a way, how I'm going to forgive you and what I said, you have to pay attention to where you can get whatever you want. It it doesn't mean that everything can be all peachy and nice and you know unsanitary, which means not clean, like dirty. But you have to figure it out. You have to think from the way of how you can believe that. Know that you can do whatever you want to do. You can think about how everything kind of changes in a split second. That's how it is. But there's a way of how I'm going to say this before I let y'all go. You have to pay attention whether everything can be all graceful and everything seems to be all fine dandy. But there is a way that you can do that as long as it feels between a Virgo and a Capricorn. You know, if it's the other way around, if you had loneliness as Capricorn and you have abundance between the Virgo, what's going to happen? Are you going to take advantage of a Capricorn? Like, is Capricorn going to take advantage of Virgo? No. You have to think about that clearly. It's the way of how you can understand of how everything is gonna mash up together. You have to figure this out as a wonderful feeling. Because to tell you the truth, it's going to happen whether you like it or not. Virgo can be, all right, I'm not going to take advantage of Capricorn. I'm going to leave him alone. Well, that's how that person feels. You know, it's like getting disappointed. Why were you getting disappointed? Why are you getting mad at yourself? There's nothing wrong to that. You get angry at yourself because you get angry. No one's not gonna get angry at you. You're just getting at yourself. You're just getting angry at your emotions because they're all chaotic and messed up and yada yada yada. But you have to be reasonable. You have to think, okay, well, everything seems to be fine and dandy. Well, that's how it is. So, this is the thing that you're going to look at, Virgo and Capricorn. Do this as a wonderful feeling. Because I'm just going to see how this is forming after the loneliness card and the abundance card. So we're going to see how that is. And then after that, I will do the playing cards, who's following you. And then this is going to be almost the end of the video. So we see how that is. We're going to see how that seems to be. And then we're going to do the playing cards, and this is how it's going to be. Okay? All right. So let's see what's over here. Self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Okay. That's all you're going to do, Virgo. That's all you can do. Have self-esteem, have respect. Know that you can do that as long as it doesn't hurt Capricorn. And what's after abundance? Empathy. I open to seeing both sides of a situation. That's how it is. That's how it is because, Capricorn will feel the same way as what happens to Virgo, right, in that perspective, right? You know how you can do it. You know how everything can be mashed up and together. But this is how it goes. Okay, so we're going to figure this out. This is going to be the end of the video. Okay, so here we go. First one, Queen of Spades, is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Secondly, Four of Clubs, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Third one, Three of Clubs, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Last one, Two of Spades, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So you have air signs and fire signs are showing up. Spades represents air signs and the clubs represents fire signs. So this is how it goes. I know that everything can be all graceful and whatnot, but this is how it's gonna be. It's how it goes, it's the way of how you can be understanding of how it is. Because I'm just going to tell you what's the bottom of this situation here. You have the Hermit that's upright, you have the High Priestess, you have the Sun card that's reversed, and then you have the Six of Cups. Like, you're going to negotiate when time goes by. This is what the universe is saying. It's the way of how you can do that as long as it needs to. Know that everything can be all graceful and whatnot, and these things happen, and this is how it goes. So I hope that you enjoyed this reading, Virgo and Capricorn. Know what you can do. Know that everything seems to be all peachy and graceful, and this is how it is. So know that how this is and enjoy, and have a good time. Thank you very much. Have a good day to all, and see you next time. Bye for now. Really, bye.